Hey everybody, Ann here, and today I decided to make a rocket stove and cook some potato soup. It was delicious, but man, oh man, no more whiskey for me. What I built on found materials, I guess you would call it, right? We found the materials.
Reclaimed, reused, whatever you want to call it.
A rocket stove. And it is burning. It's primitive. It is very primitive, but it is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if you can hear it, but it actually sounds like a rocket stove. So this is what I'm going to be cooking my dinner on. Right on. Hey Andy, say hi.
Hey y'all, it's Andy.
You might want to get away from there. Okay, so this looks primitive, but you know what? I do not care. It's working. It just forces the heat up this way. I mean, if I could get a little bit higher, the heat would even be better. But I think this is tall enough for me. And this is all from stuff that either Andy brought over or from Dawn's property, CG, Country Girl's property. There was a house there and it was a big fire. And so there is like bricks, right? Scattered all over the place. And so we collected a few and made this little oven, stove, whatever. And I found this little grate. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right there. This grate right on. And it's pretty heavy duty. I didn't think it was heavy duty, but it is. And we're going to throw that on top. And you know what? I think I'm going to cook some potato soup over this rocket stove tonight. Right on. We got them chopped up. I need to get some of those onions from my cooler and chop those up too. It's going to be delicious. Not necessarily live, but cutting up the onions.
OMG y'all, it's Miss Ann.
Looking pretty shabby, but cutting up the onions to put in the potato soup so that when Dawn comes home, she'll have something delicious to eat. God, I'm butchering these onions. I need a sharper knife, Andy.
OMG, look at her being so totally professionally chef-like.
Bacon bits. I got cheese. I'm gonna put in it. I got milk.
See, I told y'all, professional chef-like.
Oh, I just wish I had a sharper knife. That's okay. I mean, that'll be a... Is that a sharp knife?
Mm-hmm.
Here, take my knife. It's not very sharp. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Andy's got the good stuff. So I'm just cooking... I'm just cutting off the tops of this right now. We're going to add a few of the green leaves as a garnish to be fancy.
See y'all, told y'all, fancy.
We're going to get fancy, man. And Dawn is going to have a delicious meal to come home to. Because she's been slaving all day at work. Working with people who are probably thankless, you know. Stressed out because they need money. But we're going to cook her a good meal. Alright, the fire is progressing. I've added salt, pepper, garlic to our mix, and we're just waiting until those two big pieces kind of go down a little bit and the flames stop shooting out the top of it and everything goes to charcoal so that it'll be super hot, and we will put our grate, which is over there, on top of here and put that on top of that and make some potato soup. Yum. Here's the back side. I actually turned this rocket stove around because the air seems to flow better this way. Andy started it last night with gasoline, had no problems. Cooked the potato soup, it's sitting right over there. We went over to some people's house and hung out for a little while. Well, and let's just say I had a little bit too much fun. So we left the potato soup just right there, and it was really cold last night, so it kept it nice and cold. So I'm building a fire today to heat it up and taste it. I already know it's going to be really, really good. Andy tasted it. And so I'm feeling like crap today, but it's taken me about 30 minutes, but I finally got this stupid thing to go. Figured out it was just an airflow problem. So I'm going to keep the airflow at both ends, at this end and at that end, and if need be I can shut off one end with a cinder block or whatever. That way, whatever the way the wind's blowing, it's going to blow in and give it plenty of oxygen. So I just need to let this piece of wood cook down a little bit, put my little grill back on it, put my pot back up there, and finish cooking it. I think it's finished. It just needs to be heated up. And just for the record, whiskey and me don't get along. I had to add some milk because it was just too thick. So now it's going to be more of a, it's still going to be a thick consistency, but it's not going to be mashed potatoes, if you know what I mean. So this will be great. Oh, and when we cut the potatoes up, we left the peels on. I always leave my peels on. Yep, they get floaty in there, but it doesn't matter. So let me just kind of mix this all together. And I think that this is the right amount of milk for this soup. And I've tasted it a few times. Andy wanted my habanero pepper flakes in it, so those are in there. We've got bacon bits, cheese. I don't even remember if I filmed all that. Last night was a blur. Anyhow, that's looking just the way that I want it. Doesn't that look good? It sure does. And here's my rocket stove. It's primitive, but what would be nice is if I had about 3 or 4 more cinder blocks. See, I've got it open from both ends now, and it seems to be, the fire started a lot better this way. I just use matches, crappy matches from the dollar store, and it's not that easy to start a fire, you know, like that, without fire starters. Anyhow, let's let this cook up a little bit longer and see how it tastes, and then we'll come back and taste it. Alright, well, I didn't film myself tasting it and packaging it up for Andy and Dawn because I just feel like crap. I mean, I was sick from too much alcohol from last night, and I have a sore throat, so hopefully it's just because I barfed. But anyhow, the soup was delicious. It turned out perfect. Andy's suggestion of putting the habanero peppers in it was a good one. Gave it a little kick. So, basically, the rocket stove was a success. Right on. Now I'm taking a nap. Goodbye. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, and y'all have a good one.